Now to Côte d'Ivoire. Meanwhile, the country's supporters of President Ouattara Alassane continue to celebrate in his overwhelmingly re-election victory. He garnered 84% of the vote. Mr. Ouattara has been praised for transforming the nation's economy, but he has also been criticized for not doing enough for reconciliation and justice. The president spoke to VOA's Tatiana Mossot about his priorities for his new term, including changing the constitution.
Thank you for talking to Voice of America, Mr. President. If this should be your last mandate, what is the legacy you wish to leave behind you?
Thank you. Yes, the election was quite good, transparent, credible, democratic. That was something I wanted us to achieve, because the last election was very bad in terms of the results and the crisis we lived after. Now, for my legacy, I want to give my country a new constitution, which will be more modern, more coherent, which will insist on the equality of people, of the chances of people, of the gender, and also give more prospect to the youth. This is very important. In short, I want the country to be more democratic. I hope by the time of my last term, in 2020, that Côte d'Ivoire will be seen as a model of democracy and also of the rule of law, and of course of good economic progress. And my economic policy, my objective is to reduce poverty, because the poverty level was very high. I think we will make it.
This is my next question, Mr. President. Which steps are you taking to transform a miracle double-digit growth into a sustainable growth in Côte d'Ivoire, which is like in one of the poorest regions of the world?
Well, of the world, but not of Africa. Côte d'Ivoire clearly spent 10 years of crisis. This had a negative impact on the country. But for the past 4 years, we've had a growth rate, an average annual growth rate of 9%. And this will continue. We will continue to give emphasis on the private sector because I am a liberal. I believe in liberal policies. We have taken some important measures, some reforms, which everyone thought was not possible. Secondly, we want to give more efficiency in the public sector and public investment. Doing all that, we'll get a very high rate of growth to reduce the level of poverty. Now we were above 50%. We've reduced it by 10% in 4 years. My objective is to reduce it by half for my next term by 2020. And I think it's possible because the people of Côte d'Ivoire, the mentality has changed. I want a new Ivorian who will think that working hard, being disciplined, being together, and be open to others, those are the main ingredients of success of a country like the United States, where I studied and where I lived for a long time. So I want Côte d'Ivoire to be a small America.
Mr. President, the reconciliation is really important. Do you think that the economy, the good health of the economy could help?
Good economic policies and a good economic situation help reconciliation, and that has been the case. You see, after what we experienced, to have this election, which was very peaceful, with a very high turnout, more than 50%, having the president elected at 84% majority. This shows that reconciliation is making progress, but we have to do more because it's important for the country, for the next generation. And I will continue to do my best to continue to reconcile my compatriots.